How can you transpose into the Pirc Defence? Have you ever wondered how to transition into the Pirc Defence during a chess game? This opening is known for its flexibility and dynamic nature. Let's break down how you can achieve this in your games. The Pirc Defence typically begins with the moves 1 pawn to e4, 1 pawn to d6, 1 knight to f6, and then 1 knight to c3 followed by 1 pawn to g6. However, you can reach this setup through various transpositions, which can be quite helpful in your games. One common way to transpose into the Pirc Defence starts with 1 pawn to d4 and 1 knight to f6. If white plays 2 knights to c3, you can respond with 2 pawns to d6. Then, when white plays 3 pawns to e4, you can follow up with 3 pawns to g6. This sequence allows you to delay the development of your pieces while preparing to challenge white's control of the center. Another straightforward method is to begin with 1 pawn to e4 and 1 pawn to d6. After white plays 2 pawns to d4, you can respond with 2 knights to f6. Then, when white plays 3 knights to c3, you can play 3 pawns to g6, leading you directly into the Pirc Defence. You can also transpose from other openings, such as the King's Indian Defence. For instance, if the game starts with 1 pawn to d4, 1 knight to f6, 2 knights to c3, and then 3 pawns to g6 followed by 4 pawns to d6, you can still reach a Pirc setup. The Pirc Defence is based on hyper-modern principles. This means you allow your opponent to control the center early on, only to challenge it later with your pieces. This strategy requires patience and a good grasp of long-term plans. One of the key features of the Pirc Defence is its flexibility. You can adapt your pawn structure and piece placement based on how white plays. This adaptability is essential for responding effectively to various setups that white might employ. Additionally, the move to g6 is significant because it prepares to develop your bishop to g7. This development puts pressure along the long diagonal and influences both the center and the kingside. In practice, transposing into the Pirc Defence can be advantageous for players who enjoy a more dynamic and counter-attacking style. It allows you to delay direct confrontation in the center, focusing instead on developing your pieces and preparing for a counterattack. Overall, the Pirc Defence is a versatile choice that offers numerous possibilities for counterplay and strategic maneuvering. By understanding these transpositions, you can effectively navigate your way into this exciting opening.